Seattle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 6 yards!
Throwing on first down is Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Set, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, switch gears. 14. Shift. Hold up. Bang. Good touch.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Hey, look, 3.
Now Scott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Just like that. Hey, 0. Go. Watch the ship.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Got it. Bang. Check your hot read.
Here's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got it. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at a guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go. Come on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A gain on the play.
Let's go.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Murray keeps it himself, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Logan, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
23 yards on the play.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. Ricker.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On first down, it's Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And finally, down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Check safety.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Just bowling over tacklers. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Come on, let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Listen. 36 power.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Good job right there, good job right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Check, 43. I got it. Joker. Out.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go again with Scott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Scott. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Boston Scott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay, ready? 9:55. Hey, check. Delta. 55. Right there in the middle.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Go down. Check 4. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Murray. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, it's Johnson. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 99! Check 99! He's coming! Double up! Double up! He's coming! Double up! Hey! Check.
From the 36, Murray, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's coming! He's coming! He's coming! We got double up! Double up!
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you! You
They go to Johnson again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Alert 3! Alert 3! 19. Alert flare! Alert flare! Got it!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, fancy running by Murray. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
On first down, it's Scott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I know he ain't got it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 37, check.
Now Scarborough. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Scott. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
37-yard line. 60 out low. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Four down. That's right, baby. They don't want it. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check. Check 24. Check 24. Shoot.
Throwing now is Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
Green 80. Check. 43. It's coming this way. Here we go. 14. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Don't get nervous.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, Scott. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Ready. Mike's 50. I got you.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.